Hi everyone, how are you today? It's my turn to do the video recap for the Haywords class on July 6, 2011. It was the second presentation day. Before we started our presentation, Hayward told us an English joke which called knock knock joke. Knock knock jokes are often based on reduced word and linking. These jokes are one way young children who are learning English as a first language become aware of reduced speech. Then we separate it to some groups to practice it. For example, like knock knock, who there? Letter who? Letter in. It's cold out here. Knock knock, who there? Oliver. Oliver who? Oliver friends are coming over. Knock knock, who there? The Sultan who? The Sultan pepper. Then Hayward told us to bring another knock knock joke to class on Monday. Then we studied our presentation. The first one was me. My article was in praise of our sharing. My summary was, this day it was easy to make people's private life for public exposure by using web cameras and sharing video online. People fiddle with privacy control at Facebook, but the rules of judgment for realms of the privacy and celebrity were not clearly defined. People need to decide what they could share and what they should keep private. Someone who never shares anything to someone else are kind of selfish. Parents should break with the parental commandments. Our world turned richer and more connected by oversharing, but we still need to draw a line between the positive and negative. My response was, I think sharing is a very important and helpful thing in our life. Sharing can help us to find friends. Sharing can help people to get jobs or find employers. Sharing can help people to solve emergency. Also, I showed everyone 3 examples which I have experienced. Then I connected with my major. I would like to make an internet movie to share with everyone. Then my conclusion was sharing is very helpful and important. Let's enjoy, make some fun with it, and make our world clearer and closer. Then I received some feedback. My content was good. My summary, especially the examples, were good. But I seemed like have low energy and a little bit nervous. Hero's feedback was, I have a good content. My summary was good. Response was good. The examples were convincing. My pronunciation was good, but I should have more enthusiasm and more body language, and try to not be nervous. And I could use more past tense and make the transition better. And maybe I could use some photos, video, or PowerPoint to make my presentation better. Next one was camera. Its article was the brave new world of Twitter. His summary was people should think before they talk. Even a celebrity would get in trouble by talking too much, talking without thinking. His response was people should pay attention to their word and actions. And he gave us an example. There was a famous artist. He talked whatever he wanted. He didn't care about his word. And at last he lost the job. Also, he told us that Twitter was founded in San Francisco. It was cool. Then his artwork was Twitter can help him make brainstorm, and it can make the advertisement for him. The feedback was he did a good job that we could know more information about the Twitter in his presentation, and the animation was good. The hero's feedback was good animation, good transition, but he should take easy when he was doing his presentation, and he could not stop when the presentation had already begun. He could use more EDN and SAN. He could do more communication with others, or he could keep talking with one of his friends. Also, for his PowerPoint, Hayward thought he could use picture as the background, and it was better to not put too many words and color in one page, because it made audience hard to focus the content. Next one was Sherry. Um, at first, she asked us a question: when we have children, how do we think about the sharing on Facebook? Then she gave the summary about it. Her article. She gave the summary about her article in phrase of oversharing. The author worried about the problems of Facebook. He felt unsafe that showing people's privacy in public because it's just like opening their doors to show others. On the other hand, the author thought about what kind of information we can share and what kind of things will be overshared. The value is always change. Even we learn and study a lot of things, the old people might not have the same thinking with new generation. Her response was, there are both good and bad things in our daily life. We can share feeling on the website to help each other to keep in touch, and we can share information through the Website. We don't have to worry about the difference between the two time zone. Sherry also used lots of her own experience as the examples and asked many questions to us. The feedback was her PowerPoint was good, Hooks was good, but she put some Chinese in her PowerPoint someone couldn't understand. Hewer's feedback was she had a very good delivery skill and prepared it very well, and also she could put more content in her respond part, and it was better for her to not put Chinese in her PowerPoint to make everyone can understand. And maybe she could do more practice to make her pronunciation better. And she had a very good interaction with the others. Next one was Kai. His article was television. Television is one of the greatest invention, but the TV programs were getting worse and worse. The problems of garbage information was not because television itself, but the way people use it. If people feel disgusted with junk TV show, we should get rid of it. His response was, television has become one of the major media in various fields, but the quality was bad, and these television programs have become violent poison in our society. The main reasons were the internet, the market, economic system, and the education. His conclusion was, we have to pay attention to the problems and guide them. And he gave his own experience when he was in the high school. And he wanted to create some stories to make more people care for our community, our country, and our world. Hewer's feedback was, he had a very good delivery skill, and the interaction was good. Pronunciation was good, and the organization was good. The grammar skill was good too, and the PowerPoint was cool. But he needed to make more content in both summary and artwork parts. The next one was Rambo. His article was, make sure your Valentine's roses are green. His summary was, people usually buy roses in Valentine's Day. Some flowers were polluted by some pesticide. People need to buy local flowers. His response, he used some questions to help himself to develop his response. He thought some flowers were planted in some pollution area, and the workers were poor, and they could not choose their jobs. Only the jobs chose them. If they had choice, they would choose some safe work, but if no one do their work, many flowers would disappear. His conclusion was, we need to rescue them and pay more attention on them. The feedback was, he had a good PowerPoint, his design was cool, his transition was cool. He made everything clear so that everyone could follow him. Hero's feedback was, he had a very good delivery skill, artwork was cool, conclusion was good, and he also had a very good PowerPoint, but summary could be a little more, and he could take something from his response and put response part and put into the summary part it would be better. Next one was Rina. Her article was "Make sure your Valentine's roses are green." Her summary was general products have lots of danger associated with them. Someone recently advised the Green Guide that all the flowers on the market are spared, and people should try not to touch them. But if they do, they should wash their hands finally. This article advised that we should make sure our red roses are local, fair trade, and green. Her response was, "Today, many people are looking for the organic products, even though they are more expensive than the general products." And her she connected with her industry design major, show us a very cool machine which can wash the fruit. It was a water cleaner. It can disappear 100,000 pesticides. It used only water without cleansers. It can her conclusion was it can protect our health and the environment. The feedback was she connected the article with her major very well. Hewer's feedback was her pronunciation was good, but the voice could be a little louder. The summary and the response could be more. The artwork part was really good. She could do more report. The last one was good. His article was also "Make sure your Valentine's roses are green." His summary was the article works about that lots of gifts for Valentine's Days have multifarious problems. Roses from Latin America were found to have many pesticides. The author suggested that we should buy the goods which are fair trade, natural, and legitimate. His response was to make a comparison between the Valentine's Day and the Double Seven Festival in China. His artwork, he made some 3D animation to show the Chinese traditional culture. Conclusion was he wanted more and more people could know the Chinese traditional culture. Ewer's feedback was PowerPoint was good, summary was good. Response part seemed like a different topic. It had no connection with the article. And he had a good opinion, but he should practice his pronunciation more and more. That's all for the presentation. And last, I would like to remind you guys the homework. On page 102 in Well Said, choose any 4 sentences to record and upload them onto our blog. Due date was Friday. And go through the chapter 8 in Well Said. Then when he will finish uploading our presentation video, everyone should go and watch yourself's video, then watch another 2 friends' video, then do the comments. You should type in, or you could make a video if you want. Do it before Monday's class. Also, we need to do the listening practice on page 13 in Well Said. By the way, remember that to bring a knock-knock joke to class on Monday. That's all. Good night.